Thank you, Madam Vice President. International educational development welcomes the attention paid to the situation in Syria and the work of the Commission of Inquiry. It is particularly useful to map the violations, use satellite imagery, and to keep an assessment of the casualty figures. Sadly, attention to the armed conflict in Sri Lanka did not enjoy such decisive action. We note that between 1987 and the end of the war in 2009, there was not a single resolution of the Commission on Human Rights or the Council on this conflict. 21 years of silence and thousands of Tamil civilian victims of war. There was no mapping of events or any assessment of casualties. There was silence in the face of the clear evidence of satellite imagery in the last phases. There was silence about the assassination of over 60 humanitarian aid workers, silence about the blockade of food, medicine, water to Tamil areas, an element in the crime of extermination under the Rome Statute. Silence about the refusal of the Sri Lankan authorities to allow aid to the Tamil-stricken areas after the 2004 tsunami, and the refusal of the authorities to allow Kofi Annan and former American President Clinton to visit any of the Tamil-affected areas. Madam Vice President, the silence encouraged the government to carry out an all-out assault on the Tamil civilians. Conservatively, 30,000 died in the last months of the war, as well as the point-blank killing of surrendering combatants of the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam. This produced what the Secretary General's panel of experts called triumphalism over the Tamil people. Finally, at its 19th session, the Council acted, but only to evaluate progress in implementing recommendations set out in the government's own report. However, the Council's process should not be a substitute for proper international action in light of the humanitarian law and the standards used in reference to Syria. Thank you, Madam Vice President.